let us examine the possibility that anesthetized patients may possess insights into the astral realm. To facilitate this exploration, we have constructed a narrative that will be presented by Douglas. This account is based on a plausible scenario in which similar records have indeed been documented.
The sterile gleam of the operating theater reflected in Dr. Eris Thorne's glasses as he adjusted the flow of propofol. A man of precise science, Eris had always found solace in the predictable linearity of physiology. Pressure, pulse, oxygen saturation, these were his language, the irrefutable data points that confirmed consciousness was indeed being systematically, safely extinguished. Yet, the question often quoted in the esoteric corners of his profession had always lingered, a persistent, annoying echo in the back of his mind. "Patient stable, Eris." Nurse Anya's voice cut through the hum of the machines. "Ready for incision." Eris nodded, his gaze fixed on the monitor displaying the patient's brainwaves. A flat line of activity, mirroring the unconscious state he had meticulously induced. He had done this thousands of times. He was turning off the lights, not opening a window, or so he believed. Weeks later, the patient, a middle-aged history professor named Elias Vance, was in recovery. Eris visited him as part of his routine follow-up. "Feeling all right, Professor Vance?" Eris asked, notebook in hand. Vance smiled weakly. "Mostly, though I had the most extraordinary dream. Or, not a dream exactly." He paused, his brow furrowing in concentration. "I was floating, above myself. I saw you, Dr. Thorne, standing over me. And the nurse, Anya, she was wearing that little bee pin on her scrubs." Eris instinctively glanced at Anya, who was indeed wearing a tiny enamel bee pin today, a recent gift from her daughter. It was tucked discreetly on her lapel, often obscured by her surgical mask in the OR. He had never noticed it, and he certainly had not mentioned it. "And then," Vance continued, his voice gaining a strange intensity, "I left the room. It was like I zipped through the ceiling. I saw the hallway, Dr. Petrova from next door was complaining about the coffee machine again, and then it was just light, not blinding but encompassing, peaceful, like coming home to a place I had forgotten." Eris's pen hovered over his page. He knew about near-death experiences, about the anecdotal reports from anesthetized patients. He had read the Hammeroff papers, the speculative quantum theories, but to hear it confirmed with such mundane, verifiable detail about doctors at Petrova's coffee woes and Anya's obscure pin, it was unsettling. His scientific rigor, his bedrock of empirical data, felt a tremor. He tried to dismiss it. Hallucination, confabulation, delayed memory recall somehow stimulated by the anesthetic's lingering effects. The brain was a complex, unpredictable organ, but Vance's lucidity, the calm certainty in his eyes, belied the typical chaotic nature of delirium. That evening, Eris found himself poring over medical journals, not the usual surgical reviews, but the fringe publications he typically dismissed as pseudoscience. He reread the Pam Reynolds case, where the patient, seemingly brain dead, described the dental instrument used in her surgery with chilling accuracy. He revisited the ketamine studies, which consistently induced out-of-body experiences, often described as profoundly spiritual, even by atheists. Was it possible? Was the delicate dance of anesthetic gases and consciousness not a simple off switch, but rather a key? A key that bypassed the brain's filters, silencing the ordinary noise of perception to reveal something deeper, something non-local.